She's got style and a smile that lights up the whole town. There she go, there she go. She's a girl. She's the queen of the day. Can't have her any other way. There she go, there she go. She's a girl.
Hey Texas Wesleyan, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Eliana Mijangos.
And I'm Ariel Duncan, coming to you with this week's Wesleyan News.
In this week's top news, Rambler TV goes to the Information Technology Department regarding how they plan to deal with a slow network. Students and faculty personal wireless networks have been accused of affecting Wesleyan's network performance. Our political analyst, Kelsey Holland, is coming to you with answers.
One of the things we want to talk about first is the difference between Wi-Fi and a wired connection here on campus. And as many of y'all know, we've gone through a recent upgrade of our networks here at Texas Wesleyan. And so one of the big things that people look at when they connect to a wired connection is they don't understand sometimes the speed difference. So when you connect to a wired port in the wall, you're going to get a 1 gigabit speed connection. Whereas when you connect wirelessly, normally you're going to get about a 50 megabit connection or less than a fast wireless connection. So when we look at the speed difference between a wireless connection and a wired connection, we're not really comparing apples to oranges. That's the main difference there. When we talk about speed with regards to a computer going slow, an example there would be going out to a website and somebody says, "Oh boy, this website's really slow. The network must be slow." Well, in some cases, and not every case, but in some cases, you could be going out to a website that was designed to host 100 people, and so on. But if you get 500 people connecting to that website, it's definitely going to go slower than it would. So those are sometimes things that you'll see in the network where people are trying to connect to an endpoint, and there's just more people than normal that would connect to that endpoint, which makes it go slower, which makes our network seem to go slower as well. And it can happen to internal servers here at Wesleyan as well. Well, again, what we're doing is looking at tools to use to help us monitor our networks, and one of the tools that we are using is a tool called SolarWinds. And SolarWinds actually allows us to monitor different points of our network, and whether it's a network device or a server device. And so, like I said, we'll use these tools, and we are currently using these tools to monitor the bandwidth and look for congestion on our network and then address those issues as they come up. Another thing that we've done is actually had a consultant come in and perform what's called a wireless survey. And during that survey, the consultant went and visited every building on the Texas Wesleyan campus and did this a wireless test in each room, in each classroom, and put together a report for us, which basically shows us which rooms or buildings are getting good wireless connection versus which ones are not getting such a good connection. And we'll be using that information to purchase some more equipment and upgrade our wireless capabilities throughout the university as well.
It's that time of the year again. The Hatton-Sumner Scholars Association is now accepting applications. This program is for upcoming juniors and will allow you to get a step up on your colleagues with experience in politics, leadership, and job preparations. Applications for this $7,000 scholarship must be in by February 21st. Rambler TV has more on this program.
We're currently actively recruiting for the Hatton-Sumner's program. We are having faculty identify prospective students and also talk to those students about it. The deans are helping to identify really great candidates as well for the application process. Internally, I will be sending an email out to all those students who have better than 3.0 and will be junior status in the fall. They have to have completed about 60 hours in general by the end of this semester or the summer semester, so that they be considered a junior in the fall. You have to be a U.S. citizen, and you have to be in good academic standing, which obviously if you have a 3.0 GPA, you'd be in good academic standing. You must be a full-time student, so you will have to take at least 12 hours to be eligible to maintain that scholarship. The scholarship is renewable once you're selected. In my line of work as a director of grants and research for the university, one of the things that I've always instilled upon myself is that if you don't ask or if you don't submit, the answer is always no. So you need to give yourself a fair shot and submit the application and start early. Once you finish your essay and put everything together, have a faculty member read your application or a friend read your application to make sure that you haven't messed up in your grammar, that everything makes sense, and that it's a really nice complete package. This is all that the trustees who are interviewing you will know about you, is your application and your essay and your resume. So it's really important that you make sure to cross your T's and dot your I's, and everyone who's eligible should apply.
Homecoming is around the corner, and Rambler TV is coming to you with updates on events that will be taking place and how the king and queen will be chosen. Stay tuned for more.
Well, SGA's role in homecoming, we're in charge of the elections for homecoming king and queen. So one thing we're really proud of this year, we're rolling out a new online voting system. We'll open up voting for that on the 15th. It'll be open the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Students can vote from any computer. They'll be getting a mass email sent out giving them the password set up for them and their login, their username, so they can sign in and vote. We're really trying to get a lot of our commuters and a lot more involvement in our elections. The homecoming king and queen themselves will be announced Saturday the 17th in between the women's and the men's basketball game. Another thing I'd like to talk about, we have a lot of events coming up. I know the SORAMs have been working really hard. We have a basketball game. It's going to be faculty and staff versus students. That's going to be played during free period on the 16th. So we need everyone to come out, support the students. We're going to lay the beat down on the faculty and staff. It's our chance to really pay them back for all those papers and long nights studying for tests. Then the next day we're going to have, at 7 o'clock at night, there's going to be a block party event, a band, really getting students excited about the events for the next day. And then on the 18th, homecoming day itself, they're going to be having a tailgating event. Food's going to be provided. The student government has sponsored some t-shirts. We're going to be giving out t-shirts. The t-shirts are going to be white. We're kind of going to do the Wesleyan whiteout event, so everyone wear your white shirts. Let's support the Rams and go beat up on Texas College. Help the SORAMs with some funding for some of the band. Also, a big portion of the funding was for the shirts. We really wanted to give students the shirts so they can have something to support our Rams and support our basketball team. In tandem with the online voting, students can vote anywhere. We're still going to set up the spots on campus. We're going to set up some computers. We won't have the ballot boxes anymore with the typical paper, drop it in. But we're going to set up some computers in the sub and also in the library, so students can come in, sit down at that computer, log in, and vote right there. I really think it's going to get a lot more involvement in the election process. This is really going to be our first chance to try it out before our SGA elections come April. Petitions for homecoming king and queen are available in Student Life and in the boxes outside of the student government offices in OC Hall. All you have to do, you come in, get a petition, go around, ask students, you get 50 signatures on the petition, and you're automatically on the ballot. We'll put your name into the system, and your name will be there ready to be voted on. We've already had some students come in and get those petitions, so for those of you out here wanting to be homecoming king and queen, come get your petitions, because they're available now. Go Rams!
Thanks for tuning in to Rambler TV. Be sure to check out our website for daily updates on sports, news, and entertainment.
Or pick up your copy of the Rambler at any newsstand in the cafeteria or library.
This is Eliana.
And this is Ariel. Signing out.
There she goes.